Hola familia, today in this video I'm going to talk about one of the studios of architecture that I really like the most here in Bangkok. For those who doesn't know me, my name is Miguel Vélez. I am a Spanish architect working in Asia since 2008 and I'm based here in Bangkok.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow.
And you know guys, I like to talk about Bangkok as two cities inside one city, which are the vertical city of Bangkok, that with the high-rise building, and the horizontal city of Bangkok, done with the shop houses. In another video maybe we will talk that there is one city number 3, Bangkok, done with timber, that is the one that is almost disappeared. I'm going to talk about one of the studios that I like the most, which the drawings, every time that I saw the work of this studio of architecture, I really fallen in love. Let's go to talk a little bit about what is the thing that we can find online of the work of this studio. Well, maybe we can talk a little bit some stories, some highlights. I hope you like it and then you enjoy it. So we are going to explore which one are these hidden gems of this Bangkok design scene, and then we are picking up today the one of Chad Architect. It's really inspiring and very unique, okay, with the project that he's doing, the research that he's doing, and is showcasing the creativity and the talent that is here in the heart of Thailand, no? In Bangkok city. Then there is one Facebook page, that is this one, that you just type Chad Architect, that is shown here in the screen. Okay, so we are going inside the Facebook page, we click in photos, and in photos we will go to albums. Okay, and here in the albums you can start to see all the research and all the projects that Chad Architect has done until now, or at least is published here via his Facebook page. There are many drawings, very beautiful drawings, that the person who loves architecture must know as soon as he's seen this kind of drawings, no? For example, this Indigo Lamp House in Sakonnakhon. Someone that is passionate in architecture and then see this kind of drawings that we can see here in the screen, you know perfectly that this person is really passionate and really love architecture, no? Because he's telling us so many things in the drawings, no? Especially is one architect that he knows how to build, he knows a lot about construction, and then we can see this thing very clear in the drawings, no? That he's capable to explain the activities, the concept, and how to build the project that he's talking. This is, for example, the tuk-tuk. When we come here to Thailand, all of us are a bit shocked, no, with the tuk-tuk. But this drawings, for example, because he's talking about the tuk-tuk, no, which is this transportation, no? That is like a motor, no, a bit wider with a big seat. No? But the people use the tuk-tuk in a very bizarre way, no, sometimes, and then we can see that this is like a vendor, no, that is selling the fresh product, no, the vegetables, no, and he using the tuk-tuk, no, for a shop, no, for selling vegetables, no. You can see this thing many times in the street of Bangkok. No? Another case, this one is the tuk-tuk that we are using, no, as a transportation. Here the way that is dressing is for the students, no, that go to the school. Okay, so they're using this thing so many people, no. We can also see the tuk-tuk used as a tourist, no, especially here. We can see in the temples, no, of the Bangkok city. If you have been here in Bangkok city, probably when the day that you visit the Royal Palace, the big temples of the Buddha in inner Bangkok, then you are using in some point of the day this tuk-tuk as a transportation. And then they also use as a van, no, to carry all the package or all the materials for construction or for selling or whatever. No? And also here is like a dessert Okay, some people, some owner, no, it's like a street vendor here, no. So there is some dessert. They display here the desserts, the Thai desserts, and then the people come here and buy. There is a lot of architecture, no, in this thinking. The drawings are really fantastic because we can see how one element, which is the tuk-tuk, can be used in so many different ways, no. And these are the plan drawings, so you can compare here, no, the tourists, here the students coming from the school, here the vendors selling vegetables, here another vendor selling Thai dessert, or here using as a transportation for package and materials. So this one basically is background, the seat that you are sitting, no? How colorful is the seat that you are sitting in the tuk-tuk, okay? And then this become like a pattern, it can be a kind of flag. More patterns, okay? The beauty of this thing is to draw this thing, no? The colors, and then all the thinking that is behind all this drawing. It's, for example, in Phuket, no, that is the typical house, no, that you can see in Phuket area. You can see these beautiful drawings, no, that is the plan. No? So we enter here from the street. We have here the place for the motorbike, and we have here all this washing machine, so it means that this owner has a business of a laundry. So once that we enter in the house, we have one space that is just for receive the people and go to the person on the top with a door here, so that is closed. So this area means that sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed. And then when we open this door, we enter already in the living. We have here the shower, okay, we have here the kitchen, we have here the dining, okay, the table, no, for food, some fridge, resting area. Here we have the toilet, then we open the door here, and then we have a garden. Maybe they use for cultivation of some vegetables. Okay, we have here one storeroom, and here we have a little bit like the jungle, no, wild garden here in this area. This is the beauty of this studio, no, that is capable to draw everything according to the reality. No, we can see here the door with the kitchen area, okay, with the fridge. This is the roof. In the first floor, we can see that this is the sleeping area, the area for resting. No, this is more relaxing with the area for the cloth. Okay, and these are the roof. The good thing of this is the capability of this studio to draw and explain us how is the life of the Thai people, how the people is living. And the wonderful thing is even this section as well. We can see here the laundry, the motorbike, these are the water tank, so we can see really everything. No? Then this is the street, then the area for sleeping, and then we can see also the construction. Okay, of this drawing we can see even the materiality. We can see that this is a timber house. So all these things, the beauty of drawing architecture. When I learned architecture in the School of Madrid, we learn like this, no? to produce this kind of drawings. No? That is a kind of drawing scale 1 to 150 that we are capable to explain the structure of the building, how the building is touching the ground, then is raised up. In this case is one structure in timber, and the facade with the timber panels, and we have the roof, so we can see everything in the drawing. We put also the elements, the furniture to explain the activities and basically the way that the people is living. If I saw this drawing, so I can see that the people that is drawing like this is really enjoying and is really passionate in architecture. That's why it's one of the studios that I really like. This is the section, okay, the longitudinal section. We can see the street here, we can see the house. This is the staircase, so we will go up, then we go to this space. Then this is the kitchen, no, that they use. Probably this is very common in Thailand. Probably these people is cooking here and then they are selling the food either here or they go to the Tarat, to the market, to the Thai market to sell food. Okay, we can see here one courtyard, no, in order to hang the cloth, okay, the storage, and then this is the garden, no, the forest. No. People in Thailand, especially in the rural areas, they like to have one part of the garden, no, to make like a replica of the forest, no? The jungle. This drawing is very beautiful, no? We can see the activities, we can see the function of the building, and then we can see even how is the construction of the building. I have been teaching architecture for 7 years, and it's very rare to find nowadays students capable to draw in this way, no? That students that I have capable to do this thing, it's probably 1 student per year. Well, I would recommend you to take a look here in the Hotel Laboris, because this one is one of the projects that is also very nice. I remember to be here with my family. We put one of the rooms with a double or triple height. The construction is wonderful, no? Because you can see the quality of the material. The quality of the construction of this building is really high. I mean, this project is in Khao Yai, that is a national park. Okay, and then the original construction is using this timber house, the vernacular architecture of Thailand, no? And then in this area is a little bit like Disneyland. People go to travel to Europe or to other places in the world, and then they bring and build their house or build their project, no, with the style that they see in Europe, no, in other places outside of Thailand. No? So basically here the architect is telling us that the building that he's designed, that is a hotel, because he's considering the vernacular architecture. Also this phenomenon of the lack of identity of this area, no? That the people go maybe to Italy, maybe to north of Europe, and then they bring this architectural style that they have seen during the holidays, and then they build replicas in this Khao Yai, no? Khao Yai means big mountain. Okay, so at the end you have like a collage of different buildings, okay, that is generating a kind of silhouette looking, and the proposal of him is to make that replica and then make the building the hotel, on the facade of the hotel. At the end, his proposal tried to define what is the architectural identity of the Khao Yai. Since we are talking about this building, I'm going to talk also about this. This is the reception area. Okay, this one is something that we can talk about with the customer experience. Basically, you come here to the hotel. You enter in this space, which is the reception. Okay, and then they give you here the key, no? And then you get the key with the number of your room, and then you need to find which one is the door, no? So here is making a metaphor, no? That you are in the forest, no? Of Khao Yai, the national park. Then you get the key, and there is a reference, no, to Alice in Wonderland, no? And then you get the key. You need to find your number of the door, and when you enter, you are going to enter in a kind of library, and then you will need to try to find the way until you reach to your room. No? So it's very nice because it's talking here about a customer experience, no? The moment that you get the key until you reach to your room, and it's something that the architect has been designed, no? This experience. No? So actually this one is really interesting, no? Really amazing. We will see this frame, no? These structural frames, no? That come in with the idea that we talked in the beginning, no? That is the collage between the vernacular and the aliens, no? That the construction, no? From other countries, no? And then become a collage, and then all this thing is the rooms, no? The library. Once that you get the key, okay, you find where is the number of your door, and then you go to the library until you reach to your room. This is the Khao Yai, the background of the mountain, and then this is the hotel. So you can leave your comments about what is your opinion about this hotel, the design of this hotel, the looking. No? Maybe you can type down what do you think. Do you like this design, or what is your opinion? Okay, so he has one project, the Inner Bangkok. Inner Bangkok is the horizontal Bangkok, the one that is built with 2, 3, 4 5 stories. He did the rehabilitation of this hotel that is in inner Bangkok, and then it's called the Sunset Street Hotel. And then he used one idea that you see the construction, and then there is this bamboo scaffoldings, and then he used this scaffolding to renovate the facade. The facade is the old facade. You see that is the plaster with the windows. In front of the hotel, he put all these vendors. That is very typical of the streets of Bangkok, and he used this atmosphere to talk about what is the identity of Bangkok City. That is something that is slowly is disappearing. This is, for example, the idea coming a little bit for this part of this Bangkok, that sometimes you walk, then you see this. These are the houses of the workers, the construction workers, that they use this metal sheet to make the facade, and this scaffolding, and then they use the scaffolding as a platform, in corridors, and also to hang the cloth. Okay, so then you have this perspective, okay, like a bit messy, but this is one reality that you can see in many places in Bangkok. So it's like you are going to have the core of the building, with the metal sheet, either in the wall or in the roof, and then you have this structure of the scaffolding to secure and protect the building for the communication, and also to get the roof, like a double roof, as we can see here. Then we use the scaffolding to put that roof, and then the horizontal communication. This is the image, that this is the building that is rehabilitated as new openings, for the rooms of the new hotel, and then in green color we see this idea of this scaffolding. And then he used all this emergency staircase, he using for the emergency of the staircase, and also at the same time he's using this thing to do the maintenance of the AC. But we can see the beauty of this, how the architect is drawing everything, the tables, the landscape area, areas with stone landscape. We can see the staircase for the emergency, or the staircase to do the maintenance of the AC. They draw everything. It's very nice to see this kind of drawings that explain so clear how is this. Here there is one story, that there is here like a cinema with the pool, that the people has one balcony attached, like scaffolding, and then they can see the cinema hanging the seating from the window. I believe that should be one image, this image, right? So the people can sit down. This one is the communication of the staircase. Okay, but if you book one room, then the room to be this space, the people can be sitting there, can watch the cinema while they are in the pool, or they are in the room, okay, and then they can order the food from the restaurant. The food can put here and then go up and give to the people. So then they have here a hoist with a platform, and bring the food and the beverage. Actually, it's very nice. So I was talking to him recently, and I was asking for if he can pass me some of the drawings of this Sunset Street Hotel, to share with my students, and he passed me this super beautiful drawing. This is the typical site plan. It's one drawing that I asked to my students. Okay, and then it's very easy to see what is the boundary of the plot, how we enter and we access to the building. We can see here the building boundary. This is the pool. Okay, we can see here the lobby with the reception. We can see here the restaurant. Okay, the toilet. Okay, and then all this thing is open space that he offered to the city. Actually, the boundary basically is you do the normal thing, as we can see here. All this construction has the wall, okay, to separate, and then this is the only public space that we have in the city. So the things that he is doing is he's offering for free this space to the city. Okay, this is not very common in Thailand. Obviously, if you sit here, it's like you are inside the business of this. but the perception from the street is like the street now is wider, no? And it's much more comfortable. There is much higher harmony, much more comfortable for the city living, no? So he improved the quality of the space in Bangkok, no? But the point is, the drawing is showing everything. It's showing, they draw everything. It's very difficult to find people willing to draw like this detail. Okay, we can see here this is the receptionist of the hotel. This is the customer of the hotel. This is another customer maybe waiting to get the key. So he's explaining all the activities, all the structure, all the materials in the drawing. This drawing is super wonderful. So just imagine, this is the section of the street, no? So he's telling us how the Bangkokian, how the people is living in this project. I mean, he's telling us how is the life of Bangkok, no, in this area, no? This is the street, there are vendors in the street with the car, this is the cables, no? It's very funny because we know that in Bangkok is full of cables, that probably many of them, there is no use for that. And then this is the area that we talked that he draw all these vendors. Okay, this is the hotel. You see here, this is the hotel. So we can see. So this is the building in front of the hotel. So then this is the street. So he put the trees here and on the street, so we can get the scale and the activities, no, that happen in Bangkok when you are in the street. Okay, you can go with the car, but you can find these vendors selling the food, no, to the people, no, either for the breakfast, for the dinner. So it's basically 24 hours. And here we have already this area that he, instead to make the parapet wall, this one, he offered this space to the city. So then the space, the quality of the space in the street is much more better. This is the hotel. This is the cafeteria of the hotel. Then we have here rooms, people here for the relaxing. This is the area for the maintenance, no, for the AC that we saw previously. And this is the main point of this, the main space of this project. People can sit here. What's the cinema? There is this projector. Okay, the people can sit here on the room. They can order the food, and then with the hoist go here, and then they get the drink, they get the food. Okay, some families, some rooms are family rooms, so for people. There is some just for couples, individuals. Okay, and also you can have the activities of the swimming in the pool and watch the movie. And the good thing of this thing is like all these things happen in Bangkok. We know that this thing happened in Bangkok because this explains how it's Bangkok city. Okay, how the people is living. Then they have these bizarre constructions behind the houses. That is the one that they use to hang the cloth. Okay, we have the electrical post. We have these canals, no, that are very famous because of the monitor lizards. No? That is always something that's called the attention, especially for the foreigners. So we see here the life. This is a pickle shop house. Okay, people put some decoration here, some plants at the entrance. And some of these shop houses has a little kitchen, not to a noodle shop. Okay, maybe the people is living here and in the morning they are selling the noodles. This is one person that come here to buy noodles. This drawing, this is the way that I understand the architecture should be drawn. No? That for this drawing we should see the life, no? How the people is living, no? Then how it's inserted to the context of the city. No? So I back to the Facebook page, chat architect, okay, and then you can see, oh, this project is also very nice, very attractive, okay, and then you can see here the project. Okay, you can see here the quality of the drawings, the thinking, the research, part of the research that he published. Okay, so I recommend you to come here, finish here, we back here to the Facebook page of Chat Architect, and then you can take a look to all this project and all these publications that he has. I'm pretty sure that you can enjoy opening any of these folders and try to understand the way of living of the people in Thailand that he explained so well. This is the work of Chat Architect. Hope that you like it, and we will continue to see in the next video. But before we go today, I have here this book. This is one of my favorite writers when I was in the university, Paul Auster. Fortunately, he passed away the last year. But when I went to my country, this was the book that I bought. And 1 week later, it was the moment that he passed away. And I really enjoyed to be reconnected with his writing. Then I recommend you the reading of Paul Auster, because he's one writer that if you don't know anything, you should start to read, especially the trilogy of New York. Okay, that's all, family. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content, and see you next time.